What if Kevin Owens wins the Universal Championship and the Royal Rumble in 2021? And welcome back to my channel, guys. And again, this is Mikeratto, and welcome to a new episode for which we're going to talk about an alternate timeline which WWE actually made Kevin Owens wins the Universal Championship. I know. There's gonna be complaints about, well, why are you stopping the tribal chiefs title reign? Well, it's actually enjoyable during this point. And while you're booking Kevin Owens to win the title, well, yeah. Well, I know that everyone actually enjoys the storylines with the tribal chief, especially after Kevin Owens' storyline, it actually gotten better when they have Edge, Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, John Cena, and so on and so forth, the challenge for the title. There's also one thing that happened in the Royal Rumble in 2021. And yes, I know that a lot of people actually noticed it, or it was actually caught. I'm not sure, or a lot of people actually mention it on social media. And that's when they have the handcuff and Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman thing, when they're actually having Paul Heyman releasing Roman Reigns. But what if, Kevin Owens actually stood up and they finished the count right there and then? They have the 10 count and Roman Reigns is still not standing by that point. And also, he also had a huge tournament with Jey Uso for the tribal chief and all of that. But let's just say that let's focus on that scenario instead. That fatal error that actually led to Roman Reigns losing the Universal Championship. Well, since that happened, everyone was actually shocked. Legitimately shocked, because they actually pulled the trigger and made Kevin Owens the champion. One fatal mistake and it all led to this. To which, this happens. So what does that mean? Well, Kevin Owens won't have the match with Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. Instead, he's actually going to WrestleMania as the champion. So what does that mean? Well, we also have Edge versus Kevin Owens for the Universal title, which actually is a dream match. What face of Kevin Owens should actually challenge, or actually Edge be challenging? Is it a heel good guy Kevin Owens, or is it a bad guy prize fighter Kevin Owens? Well, after his storyline with Roman Reigns, he slowly turns heel and reverts back to this prize fighter. I know that they actually built him to be this, everybody loves him, the type of guy, and then Kevin Owens fights for everyone, and then he stuns everyone type of guy during 2019 up to 2020, him being a fan favorite. But let's just say that the heel turn actually happened a year earlier that is supposed to be than in real life. Also, this is a dream match of sorts, to which, this never happens. Kevin Owens versus Edge, to which, in this timeline, we have the prize fighter Kevin Owens versus the rated R superstar Edge, who is more superior and who is actually the more opportunist between the two. They can actually have a promo to which, they compare their careers, who should be also the face of their country, so on and so forth. And they can build it up like that. And as the heel Kevin Owens, he can actually create sadistic things, try to target Edge's neck during the build up, but also making it safe. But he will actually try to re-injure kayfabe Edge just to build up the storyline during WrestleMania season. So, who should be the one who challenge Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? Well, since he doesn't have the title, he'll try to win it back. But at the same time, we have either Daniel Bryan or Cesaro to actually challenge him for a match at WrestleMania if it's actually possible, well, they can have a brand, well, off brand match like SmackDown versus Raw match or something like that, a brand versus brand match between Jeff Hardy and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. That could happen, and then we'll build Roman Reigns strong during the event as well. He actually decimates Jeff Hardy. You can make the match, well, a stipulated type of match, possible a number one contenders match, or draft Jeff Hardy before Mania and have him on SmackDown. Well, yeah, and then we'll build him up to be this, well, one-on-one match for Roman Reigns and all of those stuff, because, well, yeah, it's also Jeff's list to actually have a match with Roman Reigns. And, well, in this timeline, this happened at WrestleMania. You can build up as Hell in a Cell or a TLC or a ladders match for a contendership for the Universal Championship, some sort of that stipulations. So yeah, Kevin Owens beats Edge at WrestleMania, and, well, we have Roman Reigns defeating Jeff Hardy for the number one contendership. But on SmackDown, well, we have a new challenger in the name of Cesaro, which, well, he inserts himself during the storyline, to which, well, yeah, they can have a fatal four-way at Backlash. Well, Seth Rollins, Cesaro, the only babyface in the match, Roman Reigns, and Kevin Owens, to which, well, yeah, Kevin Owens sneakily escaped with the title after the match. Well, yeah, after pinning either Seth or Cesaro in that match. It's not a dream match type of quality, yes, but imagine the things that these four can create during their match. Yes, Kevin Owens being a sneaky heel, while Roman Reigns being this dominant heel, Seth Rollins being this, well, high flyer type of, well, he started to actually dance after his feud with Cesaro, I think, when they have the Visionary theme song, to which, well, he turned off being a Joker later on type of persona. We have Cesaro, who is actually the striving babyface who wanted to seize his opportunity despite of this match being a fatal four-way for the Universal Championship. And, well, Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens can reminiscent on their first feud during the year. And also, while Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins can reminiscent on their feud years ago, same with, well, Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. Everyone can actually think of their feud and then put it on there and then create a huge magic here. So later on, well, we have the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, to which, well, yeah, in real life we have Roman versus Edge. In this timeline, well, Cena returns earlier, to which, well, it's another callback from Kevin Owens' past, and that's a Cena versus Owens match for SummerSlam, to which, well, this happens. And then, well, yeah, despite of all Cena's efforts, well, Kevin Owens beats him to actually have a 2-on-2 series between the two, to which, well, this leads to SummerSlam with Cena actually being out and then Brock Lesnar returning. But at the event, well, we have a triple threat match, another babyface versus Roman versus, well, Kevin Owens. And in that match, well, Roman Reigns wins the title for the third time, and yeah, he starts his feud with Brock Lesnar. So, well, I know that it's a short or somehow a lengthy title reign. We gave him a second title reign in this timeline, while Roman Reigns is having his own dominant title reign for 600 almost days in real life. To which, well, in this timeline, well, we just actually capitalize on that counting thing that, well, it happens also in real life. And what if WWE actually, well, they counted out Roman in that match, and then that mistake led to a fantastic heel run title reign for Kevin Owens. Well, would you like that short and sweet scenario, or would you actually prefer what happened in real life? Well, comment on below and well, watch it. And also, well, after that, he can be drafted to Raw, and then, well, he can form a feud later on with Big E, just like what happened in real life, and then everything goes back to what happened in real life, except, well, the only thing that actually is different is the match card at WrestleMania and proceeding all of those matches also, and the tribal chief having now 3 times of being the Universal Champion in this timeline. But unfortunately, he didn't have this long, great title reign, just like in real life in this timeline. So yeah, that's the story for now. I hope you all like it. Like, comment down below, share, and subscribe for more videos. Like, share, subscribe, and peace.